Why did ancient humans start wearing clothes? You are standing outside. No shirt, no shoes, no jacket. It is minus 20 degrees. The wind is cutting through you like a knife made of ice. You have nothing. No fur, no fabric, just skin. This is you, 70,000 years ago. And somehow, you survive. Not because you were strong, not because you were fast. You survived because you did something no other animal on Earth had ever done. You covered yourself. You made a second skin. And that decision didn't just keep you warm. It changed the entire future of your species. Stay with me, because this story is stranger than you think. Here are the numbers. Modern humans lost their body hair around 1 million years ago. But clothing? Clothing is much younger. Genetic studies on lice, yes, lice, suggest humans started wearing clothes somewhere between 170,000 and 83,000 years ago. That means for hundreds of thousands of years, you walked around a hairless, naked ape, exposed, vulnerable, freezing. And then something changed. You figured out how to fake your fur back. Let's go back further. Around 2 million years ago, your ancestors lost most of their body hair. Why? Heat. You were becoming a long-distance hunter, running prey down for hours under the African sun. Fur traps heat, and overheating kills faster than almost anything else. So, evolution made a trade. Lose the fur, gain more sweat glands. Cool down faster, run longer. It worked brilliantly. In Africa. But then you did something incredibly reckless. You left. Around this time, credible research from anthropologists studying human migration confirms early humans pushed north, out of Africa, into colder and colder land. Think about that. You built a body optimized for heat, and then you marched it straight into the cold, into Europe, into the Ice Age, into places where the ground itself could kill you overnight. Your naked, hairless, sweat-cooled body was suddenly in the worst possible environment for it. You should have died out. Fast. But you didn't. Because somewhere along the way, you learned to steal what you had lost. You started wearing the fur of other animals. The first tailors? Here is where it gets interesting. At first, it wasn't clothing. It was just draping. You killed an animal, you wrapped its hide around your shoulders. Simple, crude, effective, barely. But draped fur falls off. It lets in wind, it doesn't fit your body. So, you innovated. Archaeologists have found bone needles dating back to at least 40,000 years ago. Some estimates push even earlier. A needle means something huge. A needle means you weren't just wrapping fur anymore. You were sewing it. You were shaping hides into sleeves, into hoods, into fitted layers that trapped your own body heat instead of letting it escape. You had invented insulation. And insulation is the difference between surviving one winter and surviving 100. The stakes get higher. Now, picture this. You are a Neanderthal, living in Ice Age Europe, tens of thousands of years before modern humans arrive. You are strong, stockier than your future cousins, built like a tank for the cold. But evidence suggests Neanderthals mostly draped hides. They didn't sew fitted, layered clothing the way modern humans eventually did. Then modern humans arrive. Clothing becomes culture. But clothing didn't stop at survival. Once you could control your own temperature, you had power over your environment that no animal had ever had. You weren't just following the herd south for warmth anymore. You could stay. You could adapt the land to you, instead of chasing warmth across a continent. And once survival was handled, clothing became something else. It became identity. Furs from a great hunt were worn with pride. Certain patterns marked which group you belonged to. Certain colors, certain shells, certain teeth sewn into a hide told other humans who you were before you even spoke a word. Clothing became a language written in fur, bone, and thread. So here you are, reading this on a screen, wearing clothes you probably don't think twice about, a jacket you grabbed without looking, shoes you laced without thinking. But every single piece of fabric on your body right now is the descendant of a desperate idea. An idea born in freezing wind, on a night when your ancestors had no fur, no shelter, and no second chances. They looked at a dead animal's hide and saw more than meat. They saw a second skin, a stolen warmth, a way to cheat the cold that should have killed them. You are not just wearing clothes. You are wearing 70,000 years of survival. And the next time the wind cuts through you and you pull your jacket a little tighter, remember, you're not just staying warm. You're finishing something your ancestors started. In the dark, in the cold, when the only thing standing between them and death was a piece of stitched hide and the will to keep going.